So welcome to our audience on this evening of experiencing Bayard Rustin, the man behind the dream, and a very special collaboration between One Voice Mixed Chorus, Minnesota's LGBTQA for Allies chorus, and VocalEssence SOTA Youth, and you'll hear more about them in just a little bit. But I have some guests here for interviews. This is Phillip Shoultz, who is the conductor of SOTA, and this is Isaiah Bates, who sings with the SOTA chorus as well. Phillip, can you talk about how this collaboration came to be?
Absolutely, and thanks for hosting this event, Jane. We're very excited to see the show again and chat it up with everybody again tonight. So yeah, VocalEssence Singers of This Age was created 3 years ago out of our desire to connect with young people in the Twin Cities and to give them a way to express themselves through choral music, but to shake it up and to expand the possibilities of what choral music could be. And the dream was to really create an increasingly diverse choir that's accessible for all, a choir that looks like our community. And that's part of how this collaboration came to be. I was inspired at the premiere of The Man Behind the Dream a few years ago. Jane, I saw it at South High School and was just thrilled with the collaboration that you did with the high school choir and the content of the show, and said to myself, one day I'm going to collaborate with that choir, and I'm going to have a choir of my own to get to sing with them and to know what it feels like to live out your truth, you know, to live out your purpose in life. So we met, started talking and chatting, getting to know each other. We invited you to our second annual Together We Sing Festival. You led some workshops along with One Voice Mixed Chorus. Then SOTA came to being, and you asked us to join you on this journey. And I said, yes. Even though we had like 3 other projects going on at the same time, I was like, we are going to do this.
Yeah, that's great. And it feels, it felt really important to have youth involved in helping to tell the story of Bayard Rustin's life. And I'm really thrilled that happened. You'll see tonight that we open with a short set in the concert that features the SOTA Youth, and then we'll do the full performance of Bayard Rustin, the man behind the dream. So Isaiah, talk about what was it like to join with a bunch of LGBTQ adults and be a part of both the rehearsals and the concert.
It was an amazing experience. I remember seeing you had walked into one of our SOTA rehearsals, and you like passed out this little paper and you started talking about One Voice, and I was like, wow, there's because I knew I recently started learning about that there were like choirs specifically like geared towards LGBTQ people. And when I found out that there was one like locally, and I was like, oh my gosh, like this is actually really cool. And I was really excited for the opportunity. And so when we actually started rehearsing together, I was actually able to feel a similar sort of love that SOTA has within their community, and how we were able to sort of blend our two families together to create something really wonderful.
It's true. Yeah. Phillip, can you talk about the mission of both of our organizations and how that worked?
Yeah, it's really exciting. You know, VocalEssence has been around 51 years, and people know us for the adult choirs and the work that we've done there. What people don't know is all of the work that we have done passionately in the community, engaging with young people in particular of all backgrounds, providing this access to an experience that we believe everyone should share. And so with SOTA in particular, the dream was to create a community where everyone could be themselves uniquely as they were created, to be comfortable in their skin, to just name what they want to be in life, and people to receive that. And I feel that from One Voice Mixed Chorus, that everyone lives out their being and existence unapologetically. And so I just felt that we would have great synergy when the two groups would get together. I mean, even the shadow sides, you know, both groups are a little bit chatty, you know, and both groups are very opinionated at times, which as conductors, you know, we love it. I love an opinionated choir. That means they're alive and they're in it.
Yeah.
So it's just funny how all of the similarities between the two groups just kind of came together to create a wonderful cohesive whole, as Isaiah said.
Yeah. So Isaiah, one of my favorite moments of the Bayard Rustin concert was sitting in the audience because Steve Milloy, the composer, was conducting, and looking over and watching the tenors and basses of both of our choruses just boogieing and dancing and having a great time. So, and I know I could see you were having a great time as a part of that. Yeah.
Yeah, it's something that, we really do. When you feel the music speaks to you and your body just starts moving, and it just tends to lean over to the left side of the stage more often than not, And so we were just really connecting with the material.
Yeah. So when Phillip and I were planning this concert, we decided that SOTA would open with a few songs. And one of the songs that I heard SOTA youth rehearsing was a song called You Will Be Found from Dear Evan Hansen. And all of a sudden I had this image of SOTA youth on stage and one voice adult singers coming in and joining them on the chorus, which is you are not alone, you are not alone, and that repeats. So when you're watching the video, yeah, you won't actually get to see this, but just wanted to give you the heads up that at that point in the song, it happened. One voice singers came into the balcony and surrounded the audience and joined SOTA youth on You Will Be Found. It was a lovely moment.
Yeah, it was a great experience, wasn't it, Isaiah, to feel their presence on that You Are Not Alone.
Yeah, it was great. It was almost like, not to pun going to be intended, but it really felt like both choirs were coming together as one voice.
Nice. That's good. That's good. And I think, during this COVID quarantine, that is obviously a theme that we are all struggling with, and choirs are really struggling with, this sense of isolation. And we really hope that our concert tonight brings this community together and brings in new audiences to experience both of these choirs and to experience an incredible new work by Steve Milloy and Vanessa German and many other artists that are participating. So without further ado, we take you to the opening of our concert.